Hey y'all, welcome to my world. Welcome back, you guys. Welcome back. Happy Wednesday, you guys. It's almost the end of the week. It's Hump Day Wednesday. Okay. So today, you guys, I am back and I am here to talk about being very judgmental when you're not in the other person's shoes. Things can look quite a bit different when you're not the one who's in the situation and you're in the background judging, right? You can very well be in their position today, tomorrow, next year, 6 weeks from now. You never know when you'll be in those type of situations that you're in the background judging people on. So my thing is, I want to talk about people that judge people. And then something happens in their life and it does a 360 and they find themselves in the same situation or similar situations than the person that they were judging. And then the person that's in that situation now has 1,000,001 excuses of why they should be excused from being judged as if they were never judging the other person. I find that quite amusing, and I see it, of course, a lot on the YouTube streets, and it's ignored. They get very offensive. I find that crazy because it's like, what's so different about you that you should be, quote unquote, not talked about the way that you were talked about, that the way you talked about the other person that was in that situation. It's like it's the excuses for me that they come up with, and then they get upset because people are reminding them of what they said about certain people in the same situation that they are now find themselves in. And you get upset because it's brought to the forefront and you don't like it because it's you. No. That's not how that works. Okay. So this is why people should be mindful of the things that they say about people and come and be judgmental of people, because you never know when you're going to find yourself in a similar situation. Because it's not cool. Like, it's not. And I find it so funny that people will sit back and talk about people. That's why I could never be someone that can do, what y'all call it, commentary or whatever that is. I could never do that. Because it's like, we'll never know if we find ourselves in those type of situations and we're talking about a whole lot of people. We're giving commentary, our opinion on so many different content creators, and not even on YouTube, just in general, life in general, in this world in general. We are so judgmental. And then it's like, we find ourselves in the same similar situation. So I don't think that anyone should be judging or talking about anyone. I know it is. Also, you have, what I'm saying is I know we have different sectors on this content, doing YouTube or whatever, commentary, whatever y'all call it. And, I find that it's just, I don't know, it's just weird. Like, I don't know. I just think that people should chill on how they speak on other people as far as judging them. It's okay to give your opinion, and that's fine. But, I just feel like there's a difference between judging and giving an opinion. I really do think it is. And it's okay to give you advice. It's okay to, say, hey, I think you should have did this differently, or, whatever. I mean, you know, it's okay, but just to sit back and judge and be like, oh, I would never. To me, that's judging. When someone sit back and say, oh, couldn't be me. Oh, I would never. Oh, you judging. Then you are literally saying you would never, I could never, and it did. And it did. That's why don't ever say what you won't do, what won't happen to you, that can't happen to me. I won't let girl bye. You don't know what's going to drop in your lap. You don't know what type of positions that we put ourselves in until we're actually in those positions, honey. That's why I never say I will never do that, child. But you ain't gonna hear me say that. Only way you hear me say that is if I've been through the situation and I know I ain't going back. So if I personally been through that situation and say, oh, bitch, that ain't for me, I'm gonna definitely say I ain't never going back to do that shit no more. Because I won't. You know, I learned my lesson. Sometimes I have to learn it more than once to say, oh, I ain't never going back. So that's why I say never. To me, when you keep saying, oh, I ain't never doing that, to me, that's judging. Stating your opinion is giving your honest opinion about how you feel about the situation. To me, that's not judging. So never say never, because you might find yourself in that never say never situation. So y'all be mindful of what y'all be saying. Tell me what you would never do. Girl, I ain't gonna never, girl, bye. I see so many come up in here on these platforms, even in real life. And y'all end up in these certain situations, and y'all got to deal with it, boogie butt. So, y'all, my advice to y'all is stop being judgmental. It's okay to give your opinion, but don't be judgmental. I've already told you what my meaning of judgmental is. You tell me what your meaning of judgmental is, okay? So I would like to know that. So y'all drop it down in the comments and let me know, what do you feel judging someone is? Drop it down in the comments and let me know, okay? I will see you guys in the next video. And please drop it down below what topics you would like to talk about, and we can absolutely talk about it, okay? Anything and everything is welcomed over here. All right, you guys. I'll see you guys in the next video. Please do not forget to subscribe, like, comment, and share all of my videos. Videos. All right. Bye, y'all.